Picture this Sumit Nagal locked out of China staring at a blank visa page, while the Australian Open qualifier clock ticks down to 0 hours. The one man who could crash India's Grand Slam dream now holds a golden ticket that arrived like a lightning bolt from Beijing. But was it too late? Strap in, because in the next 5 minutes on All Sports Updates, I will unravel the visa war, the secret phone call, and the final twist that left the tennis world gasping. Smash subscribe and let us roll. Sumit landed in Hong Kong with nothing but a racket bag and a prayer the Chinese embassy had stonewalled him for weeks, citing paperwork glitches that smelled more like politics than protocol. Every day without the stamps shaved. Another practice session off his prep. The qualifier draw was already out. He was slated to face a red-hot Korean in round one on hard courts he had never seen. Meanwhile, his coach refreshed the visa portal every 30 minutes, watching the status flip from pending to pending to pending. Then at 3 a.m. Mumbai time, the email dropped to prove the silence in the room shattered into cheers. But the flight to Hangzhou left in 4 hours, luggage still unpacked, sponsored deals hanging by a thread. One missed connection and the dream dies. Nagal sprinted through the airport like a man escaping a burning building. The gate agent scanned the fresh visa and waved him through, yet the real bombshell waited on the tarmac. Keep watching All Sports Updates, because the next reveal will flip your jaw. The plane touched down with 90 minutes until the mandatory practice deadline. Tournament shuttles nowhere in sight. Nagal hailed a random cab driver who spoke zero English, pointing frantically at the tennis center address on his phone. The driver floored it, weaving through Hangzhou traffic like a Formula One reject horns. Blaring red lights ignored every second felt like a lifetime prize. Money ranking points, national pride, all balanced on this mad dash. He burst into the venue, sweat-soaked passport flapping. The supervisor checked the clock, 60 seconds, to spare signature, scrawled, court assigned. Then the surprise that stopped everyone cold. The official handed him a wild card into the main draw. The qualifier spot he fought for suddenly upgraded because the original seed pulled out with food poisoning overnight. Nagal went from visa villain to golden boy in a single heartbeat. But the fairy tale had claws. The upgraded path now pitted him against the world, number 48 in 48 hours. No warm-up, no acclimation, just raw Indian grit versus a rested machine. The comeback was on, yet the odds stacked higher than ever. Stay locked here on All Sports Updates. For the brutal truth, the wildcard news exploded across Indian sports pages. Nagal's phone buzzed non-stop. Sponsors who ghosted him during the visa saga now begged for logo space on his sleeve. The same embassy that delayed him sent a polished congratulations tweet within minutes. Politics flipped faster than a coin toss on court. He trained under floodlights until the grounds crew begged to lock up. Each forehand carried the weight of every slammed door, every ignored email. The Chinese crowd slowly gathered, drawn by the underdog saga, whispering his name like a secret. By the time match day dawned, the stands held more Indian flags than home banners. The first set went to a tiebreak. Nagal saved 3 set points with screaming winners that echoed through the stadium. The momentum swing felt seismic. Then the ultimate shocker in the second set tiebreak. His opponent double faulted on match point, gifting Nagal a 2-set lead. The stadium erupted. The impossible script writing itself in real time. One more set in history lands. But the cliffhanger loomed large. His rival stormed back, winning the third in a breaker. The fourth set hung at 4, all deuce. The next point decides everything. Watch All Sports Updates, because the final swing is coming. The final game stretched to 8 deuces. Nagal's legs turned to jelly. The crowd roared with every swing. Then on championship point, he ripped a backhand down the line that kissed the chalk. The stadium detonated. India had its first main draw. Qualifier win on Chinese soil in over a decade. Nagal collapsed to the clay, kissing the surface like it was sacred. The visa nightmare, the airport sprint, the wildcard miracle all collided into one perfect frame. Post-match, he revealed the embassy official who stalled him, watched from the front row and clapped loudest. The redemption arc complete, from locked out to lockdown. Champion the rankings, jump the sponsor, flood the Grand Slam door, now wide open. Yet the biggest twist, saved for last. Melbourne, called the Australian Open, extended a late wildcard based on this run. Sumit Nagal's season just detonated into orbit. One visa stamp changed everything. This is all sports updates. Hit the bell or you will miss the Melbourne madness.